Hello! Time for my medicated snuff rundown. My favorite type of snuff is medicated. In this case, by medicated, I mean snuffs where the primary flavor profile comes from menthol, so not including things like apricot menthol or cherry menthol, just straight menthol snuffs. Though some also have camphor or eucalyptus or other herbs, but primary menthol. The fourth, which is not fourth favorite, not least favorite, and that is Radford by Polsch. I love Polsch. It's German, but done very much in the British style. In fact, it's produced for a British tobacconist specifically. Comes in a great tin. I assume this is German engineering because it's the same sort of lid that's super hard to get off of, like a lot of the snuffs, but this one has a recess just underneath where the lid clamps on, so that instead of just prying at it or using a bottle opener or something and getting it everywhere, it just says insert coin and twist. I use a closed pocket knife and it works perfectly. It's actually a German pocket knife my dad got me, so appropriate. And I'm actually not going to take a pinch right now because I just took a big pinch because I recorded and canceled that one. Yeah, I'll take another one anyway. Why not? Ah, great. Now this is a very middle of the road medicated snuff. Not too strong, not too weak. Medium grind, medium moisture. And it gets the job done. If you like medicated snuffs, this is an average medicated snuff done very well. Next up, in ascending order, is medicated number 66 from India. This one also says a English type snuff. This tin is nowhere near as nice. Once again, it's a great seal. I feel comfortable, putting it in my pocket. But to actually open it each time, I actually have to use a bottle opener because it's really tight. It's getting all dented around the edges from opening it this way, but it's worth it. Now this one, and I don't know if number 66 is actually the type, because when I was ordering online, they had type 6, which was a smaller tin that seemed to be the same stuff, and type 666, which was an even bigger tin. So maybe it's just type 6, and they increased the number for the size. This is a much more moist and looser grind, which is unusual. I don't associate that style with India. And this one, the actual menthol profile is quite a bit different. First of all, it's not quite as strong in the menthol, and a lot more of the natural tobacco comes through. But I think they get their menthol from a different source. Maybe it's a different type of menthol oil or menthol crystal, because it's a little bit sweeter and a little bit more metallic. It's still very good. And this one I could do all day, and my nose never really gets tired of it. Maybe it's because the menthol's not quite as strong, but really, really good. It's also the least expensive of all these choices. Next up, Hedges L260 The Snuff. They call it The Snuff for a reason. Everywhere I look online, everyone says this is like the go-to, the gold standard for medicated snuffs. And maybe a month ago, I probably would have said it was my favorite snuff ever. Actually, this tin is empty because I've used so much of it. I actually keep my Hedges in a actual permanent snuff box. One of these great ones I ordered online where you can open it or use it as a tap box. This one's actually really interesting because it's when I first got this one in the mail, I was worried it wouldn't work as a snuff box because the lid was way too loose, it seemed. Like I'd be scared to have it in my pocket, so I just ended up with a pocket full of snuff. But once again, German engineering. After the first time I used it, a little bit of snuff got into the moving parts, and it got just the right amount of binding, so now that I can just, the lightest thumb pressure opens it, but it never opens on its own. And the tap box part is just the perfect size. It's a little wider opening than any other tap box I've had, so it disperses that portion, a perfect portion, every time. Now the Hedges menthol, that is a killer dose of menthol. It is probably the most mentholy of all the mentholated snuffs. Very light, very fine grind, but still easy to take, which is unusual for a very fine grind. You'll never go wrong with the Hedges snuff. Everyone I see online loves it. Great stuff. And last, and the opposite of least, my most favorite, absolutely, is McChrystal's Original and Genuine. Genuine? Genuine? Yeah. This is, I'm not going to use the big one because well, where's my snuff? There it is. I actually originally bought a little thing of it and I used it up. And now just to make it more portable so I can take it to work with me, I just fill up the little one from the big one. And this one, the flavor profile is excellent. It has just a bit more camphor to balance out the menthol, and that blend really hits my sweet spot. This is probably going to be, of all the snuffs I've tried, because now that I've tried so many snuffs, I'm starting to pare back and really figure out what I like and what I want to keep on around all the time. I'm always going to keep ordering other stuff because, you know, I love novelty. But in terms of my go-to, this is my daily snuff, this is now my daily go-to snuff. Nice and camphory. And now that I've taken 4 or 5 pinches of snuff in a row, my sinuses are going to be burning for a while. Burning so good. So that's it. That's my rundown. I would recommend any of these mentholated snuffs if you like that style. And in other news, now I've gone over that, I actually ended up not ordering Snus online yet. I'm still going to. I just need to arrange a day so I know someone will be here to sign for it, since apparently when you order Snus online, because of some law regarding chewing tobacco, which the American law considers it, you have to sign for when it arrives. Someone has to be here who's at the house who's 18, and I just have to make sure there's someone here on the day that's going to arrive. So I'll schedule that when I know I'll be around, or someone else will be around here. But I found a gas station locally that actually was moving enough product to keep ordering it, so it wasn't all expired. So I got all 4 flavors I could find of General Snus, and I've been using it every day, and I love this stuff. I've got the plain white portion, the wintergreen, the mint, and the Nordic mint. And I'm going to put up reviews of those probably this weekend, let you know what I think. If you have any questions or suggestions, anything you want me to review, let me know, and I'll see you guys later.